your class. I thought after the conversation about all the wobbly teeth, I would read you Wibble Wobble. All William ever wanted in the whole world was to have a wobbly tooth. Everyone else in his class had one. Louis twisted round and Rosa's lay flat on its back. But William's teeth seemed stuck, superglued to his gums. It isn't fair, said William. Everyone else at school tells wobbly tooth stories. Sammy swallowed his, Rosa's fell down the toilet, and Louis flew out when he scored a goal. When your wobbly tooth comes out, Gran, said William, you get a silver coin from the tooth fairy. Is that so? Said Gran. Yes, said William, and if it comes out at school, you have to keep it somewhere safe. Vita stuck hers to the Velcro on her trainers, and Christy hid his in the cotton wool in his ear, and today Nadia's got lost up her nose. Mrs. King said she'd keep them safe from now on. The next day, in quiet time, William felt one of his teeth move at last. Mrs. King, he cried, my tooth moved, I felt it. William pushed his tooth forwards with his tongue, then sucked it back for Mrs. King to see. Look, Rosa, he said, look, Louis, push, pull, jiggle, joggle, poke, flick, wibble, wobble. Come on, William, called Mum at bedtime. How long does it take to brush your teeth? A long time, said William. It hurts my wobbly tooth. William just couldn't leave his wobbly tooth alone. Push, pull, jiggle, joggle, poke, flick, wibble, wobble. Look, Louis, said William the next day, twisting his tooth round and round. Look, Rosa, he said, as it lay flat on its back. By bedtime, William's tooth was hanging on one thin little thread. Push, pull, jiggle, joggle, poke, flick, wibble, wobble. Suddenly the tooth flipped upside down and got stuck. Ow, ow, yelled William, jumping out of bed. Mum, Dad, he cried, rushing downstairs. Gently, Dad turned the tooth back the right way up. Why doesn't it just come out, said William. Don't worry, said Dad, it will. In PE the next day, William did his best ever spinning somersault, and when he stood up, his tooth was sitting on his tongue. William took it out and looked at it. How tiny it was. Shall I look after it until home time? Asked Mrs. King, wrapping it in a tissue and putting it on top of the filing cabinet. Then can I take it home? Asked William, feeling a bit wobbly himself. Of course you can, said Mrs. King. That afternoon, William sat poking his tongue into the hole in his gum, waiting for Louis to finish vegetable printing. Suddenly, ah, shouted Louis, dancing about. I've got chili in my eye. I'll get a tissue, Mrs. King, said Rosa. Mrs. King dabbed Louis's eye, and before long it was home time. Look, Mum, William said, my tooth came out. Oh, William, said Mum, can I see it? It's on the filing cabinet wrapped up in a tissue, said William. Here it is, said Mrs. King. Then, oh, it's gone. They searched everywhere. Suddenly William stopped. Rosa gave Louis a tissue, he said. When he got red-hot chili in his eye, Mum and Mrs. King looked at each other. Don't worry, William, said Mum, searching in the bin. We'll find it. William sat down and stared at his feet. He was missing his tooth really badly now. He was sure they'd never find it. Suddenly, Mum stood up. This might be it. She unwrapped the tissue and there was William's tooth. Mrs. King washed the tooth and gave it back to William. Perhaps the tooth fairy will leave something a bit special tonight, said Mrs. King, after all that. The next morning, William looked under his pillow. There lay a little wooden box. He lifted the lid and inside was a shiny silver coin. Do you like this? When William got to school, he told everyone his wobbly tooth story. I expect you'd like a rest from wobbly teeth for a while, William, said Mrs. King. Yes, said William, I would. On the way home from school, William took his silver coin and bought the most enormous ice cream. It had little coloured sweets stuck all over it, layers of chocolate and chewy toffee in the middle. William unwrapped it and took a big bite. Ping went the little coloured sweets. Crack went the chocolate. Squelch went the ice cream. Crunch went the ice cold rock hard toffee. And guess what? Can you guess what happened? Another tooth wobbled. Push, pull, jiggle, joggle, poke, flick, wibble, wobble. The end. I hope you enjoyed that story. Gonna say goodbye. Say bye.